Hey, what is up, peoples of the YouTuberverse? I am back again. I'm a hippie. My name's Nick. So it's Hippie Nick, and a lot of the focus here is animals. So Hippie Nick Animals, welcome to the channel. If you're new, of course, welcome. If you're here, welcome back. Haha. But again, weekly, or not weekly, daily vlog. Oh my gosh. Yeah, daily vlog today. Didn't really have time to do shorts or anything, so this might be the only video today, but I did get to my goal of getting to, I kept saying 500. I was apparently already at 500 something. I was working towards 600 videos is what I was doing. Sorry, cat's trying to attack my feet while I talk. Now he's attacking the chair. But, coming in with a new thing, just saying hello, new thing, new day kind of deal, nothing super special or anything. Yeah, so the day at work was very boring, though. I will say that. That was, drag of a day. Tomorrow's going to be a exciting one, though, because not only do I have off, but I'm also going to check out... He's not supposed to touch them glasses. Buddy, hold on. All right, back at it. I had to move my glasses to a spot where it was out of his reach because I only have one pair of glasses. If he does anything to destroy those, I have no way of seeing anything outside of that. My eyesight's not great. I take my glasses off for the videos, as you know, for those who do know, who have been here. I do that because you can't see my eyes through all the glare, and I'm not trying to hide my eyes from everybody. So, keep looking over because the cat's being crazy. Here, check it. Hello. Don't knock anything over. I need to keep all that up there, please. Thank you. But for today, it was a long day because it was just so boring today. It was really not much going on. But I'm glad that I have off tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be visiting Parrot University. I couldn't remember the name of the thing. Parrot University. It's about 7 minutes from my house, which is good. You know, give or take, at 7-ish, because that was just without traffic, but with traffic and everything, it can be busy. So it's Polk Road is what it's on, and they also do adoption and stuff, so rehomes and so on. But they do a system where with their rehomes, they will educate, they do house visits and everything, so they make sure that the birds definitely have a good home. Because with me, for parakeets and stuff, that's what I'm trying to have them rehome, but they rehome larger birds and stuff, and parrots that can actually talk and stuff a lot more, like cockatoos and macaws and so on. So I am going to talk to them about volunteering there as well. I work a full 40-hour work week normally, and then I come back and I do YouTube stuff and whatnot, but the YouTube stuff is probably like an hour or two out of my time, and I don't do it daily, you know? I just do it when I can, and the vlog part doesn't take a lot of editing, obviously. That is just an everyday, daily thing I can just easily do. Excuse me. But it is going to be good, because after that, we're going to be meeting up with some friends, and we're going to be doing session 0 for D&D. Session 0 means that you're not playing the game yet, you're discussing expectations of the group, you're talking about the rules that you're playing by, and you're deciding on characters and stuff, so... That's really what it's going to be, and that's going to be fun. That's fun for me. I get to meet new people. One of them is not going to be able to make it tomorrow, so we're not going to have the full group. So another reason for the session 0 part of it. So I'm really hoping at least one of the extra people come by, and I'm not sitting there alone by myself, hoping that we had a session, because that's happened a lot before. The older you get, the more that you are involved, and stay away from that seltzer, buddy. Involved in... just life. It's hard to get to playing sessions, even weekly, even for just a few hours, unless you make it a part of like your routine or something, which is hard to do when you're working full time. And I don't have a set, well, I do have a set schedule. I don't have, what's I'm looking for? I'm open availability. That's it. Availability. I have no restricted. I have no restricted availability. But anywho, aside of that, that's pretty much what's been going on. You know, not a lot happening. I have seen on the news, though. Oh, I do want to talk about this, though. Hold up. Yeah, on the news and stuff. So, game news, TV news, movie news kind of thing. You know, media stuffs. They've casted Link and Zelda for the Zelda live-action movie they're going to do. That's super cool that they're finally doing that. That was hinted so many years ago. and we found out that it was just a trailer thing, that they weren't planning on making a full movie out of it. And then here we are years later, and it's happening, so that's awesome. But the thing that's weird about it is that people are upset with the casting because there was a leak or something that they were saying this person was going to be Zelda, and that person's not Zelda. She wasn't Zelda. Now, who I'm talking about, I don't remember the name of the person, so I do apologize. But from what I hear, it is a trans female. I've seen pictures. She does look like she could pull off a good Zelda. Now, just because the person you were hoping to be casted wasn't casted, a lot of people are upset about that. And they're even calling out, like, homophobe and bigotry and stuff. And all right, that's a little crazy here, guys. We might need to back off on those kind of words. And before anyone comes at me with anything, I have 2 really good friends, trans females as well. I'm Arrow Ace. I don't follow, the traditional norm. It's been over 10 years since I've been with a woman, and you know what? Still not thirsty. So, with that, I do not think Nintendo's going to cast a trans for any of their lead acting roles. And I'm sorry if that upsets you, but you have to think Nintendo's also based in Japan. Japan culture is very, calm, more restricted on things and so on. They're not, it's going to be time before you see something like that with trans and gay and all that, and that can be a bit of a bummer if talented people are being pulled from it. But what's bothering me about it is that they are being mean to this girl who is cast as Zelda because the other girl was not, and that is a little messed up. Come on, guys, give them a chance, Yeah, I agree. When you look at the pictures of the other person and you see what she looks like, pulls off an amazingly good Zelda. I would say if you just, do the little elfier things and put the hair right, be uncanny. But outside of that, let's not call people names. Let's not put people down. Let's not attack people because things didn't go the way that we may not have thought they should have. This is what I'm getting at. And that was something that was bothering me today. I read that news earlier, and I'm just kind of like, And there's other thing on the news I saw, a bad trend and stuff, but that's for another night, man, because even just talking about that kind of stuff, to give you just a tip of the iceberg thing, people, making sure that someone else sees heaven, goes to heaven, and then uses it for fame, or does TikTok dances over the news feed for it, while that's all going on, man. There's so much else going on in the world too. We're lucky enough that we are not in the middle of war. We are lucky enough that we are a free country, not fighting for our freedom. Let's not add more craziness with all this weird media stuff. And that's just a humble hippie opinion. I'm just trying to speak some good vibes out there, and I don't see any good vibes in when people do that stuff. It's wild to me, actually. But anyway, anywho, y'all have probably tuned in long enough to hear this raggedy old hippie talk of this business. And I would like to hear opinions on some of the stuff I talked about today, too. What do y'all think about it? What's going on in your mind? Let's get some of those frustrations off the chest and start with a fresh new day, breathing in that good air, and exhaling out that nass that's causing all this stuff I'm seeing on the news. And who knows, my news feed might be focusing on that because reasons, whatever. But I'm seeing it, and rather than freaking out about it or being crazy myself, I'm going to calmly step away from that and stay away from it. And for those who are so upset that you're on the media ranting and raving, we get you're upset. I'm sorry that your idol, role model person, whatever, that's a weird word. No, that the ideal person for a certain thing didn't go the way you wanted it to. I'm sorry. I really am. And I'm not being sarcastic about that. That is a bummer. You had your hopes up for something. Didn't happen. let's not attack people just because it happened that way, all right? Especially for something like movie and casting and whatnot. You're not the one in charge of that. I'm not the one in charge of it. So let's take it step by step, wait till the movie comes out, and see if it's good or not. And then say whatever you want. Throw your opinions out there. With that, peace out, have a good one. Always take it one step at a time, and make that first step one of love. All right, y'all have a good one.